guys, how are you all? Today we're looking at Free Eternal Summer episode 5. I have a lot of really great thoughts and really happy feelings about what happened in this week's episode of Free. I also have one or two little concerns with how the conflict was handled, so let's get started. Episode 5 this week basically focused on Nagisa and how Nagisa is usually a very cheerful person, but he actually has some family issues that we never get to see because he's so cheerful on the surface. So this episode, Nagisa ends up running away from home because his parents are telling him to quit the swim club because his grades are too low, too poor. They want him to focus more on studying. Nagisa obviously doesn't want to quit the swim club. I found that the main conflict wasn't the fact that Nagisa's parents wanted him to quit the swim club. Rather, it was that Nagisa needs more confidence to kind of stand up to his parents, to be honest about what he wants to do and about how he wants to live his life. That was kind of like a really big character conflict in this episode, and that's mainly what pushed Nagisa to grow as a character. It's really awesome to see how all the other characters have this really solid friendship going with Nagisa, especially at the very end when they think that Nagisa's parents are about to come and find them and bring him back home. They actually try to protect Nagisa and hide him behind all three of them. So Rei, Haru, and Mako, really solid friendship with the Iwatobi boys. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get to see Rin thrown into that conflict as well. I thought Rin might have appeared at the swim club, or Nagisa's parents might have called Rin or something because they were friends, but no, we don't see Rin mixed into any of the Iwatobi boys in this episode, and that kind of bothered me a little bit because I always feel like Rin is also kind of part of that main character group dynamic. I sort of felt like Nagisa's little problem was solved way too easily. All he had to really do was sit down and talk to his parents and be like, hey, I want to join the swim club. I promise I'll get my grades up. Good, fine, done. That kind of resolved really easily. We don't even get to see Nagisa's parents. But I feel like the point was just kind of to flush out Nagisa's character a bit more, because he's usually the younger one. He's a bit protected by Mako and Haru, who are a bit more mature than him. He kind of has to stand up on his own this time, find his own inner strength. There are also some little tidbits that I really loved. They touched on the future thing again. Nagisa has all these big aspirations to be an explorer or a penguin tamer, and he's just really aspiring and really out there. He ends up complimenting Haru on being super talented, and Haru's expression when he's complimented, it's so cute. He's so surprised that Nagisa looks up to him. He's just like, oh. And then another really cute thing I really loved was seeing Makoto get really scared when there are ghosts or when he just has to go to dark places inside the swim club. Rei is all like, ghosts don't exist, they're illogical creatures, and then Makoto's like, but they still might be there. It's so cute. Makoto is just adorable. He hides behind Haru. The Reigisa is also intensely intensifying. There are moments when Nagisa is kind of talking to the boys about how he feels and how he's unsure, and then some moments Rei just kind of gets in his face and he's like, you gotta do this, you gotta be confident, I believe in you. I'm like, oh my god, Rei. Rei just really steps up because he's usually a bit more in the background because Makoto and Haru are the senpais of the group. Rei is a bit more quiet, but when it comes to Nagisa, Rei is just really come on, you can't quit the swim club. I'm just really rooting for him, oh, Rei. Nobody ever disagrees about Reigisa. People will be like, Mako Haru, or Haru Rin, or Rin Mako, or Rin Sousuke, and they'll argue over that, but everyone agrees that Rei and Nagisa are meant to be forever and ever. So yeah, I loved seeing the Reigisa kind of intensify, because there are a few moments when Nagisa gets kind of pissed at Rei because Rei is just being really forward, and Nagisa's just you don't understand, and then Rei's like, I do understand. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I really enjoyed this episode of Free. I found that a lot of the conflict we see is just conflict that serves to build character rather than external conflict that actually has to be overcome through a long-term kind of thing in the plot. Every episode is capped off with its own little conflict, and that's kind of what makes Free pretty light and easy. We got a lot more slice of life stuff because they moved us away from the high school and the pool, and they got us into friendship stuff, character stuff. It was really great. I really liked it, really enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit like or subscribe for more from me. A video for Free comes out every week after the episode airs. So I hope I'll see you guys then. Bye!